Hi, this is Majinoni, and here's my comic pull list for April 6th or 13th, 2011. It's a decent-sized week, and there's a surprise I have at the bottom of the pile. First up is Kakaishi volume number 25. I am so far behind on this. It's making me sad because I want to read this, and I know I'm missing the volumes, so I got to collect them all and figure out what am I missing. Next up is Amazing Spider-Man 658. Now, I kind of did a quick look through, and I'm not happy with this, and I'll do a single issue review of this to explain why. I just have some issues with it. X-Force number 7. I am really looking forward to reading this one. Avengers vs. the New Ultimates number 3. This is, of course, the Death of Spider-Man tie-in, and I'm not going to spoil it right now, but I will say, shocking ending. New Avengers number 11. I have some issues that I'm going to address in this one also. X-Men Legacy 247. The Walls Come Tumbling Down. Uncanny X-Men number 535. Now onto the DC side, we have Reign of Doomsday. I gotta do a review for the annual of Batman Superman. That issue was phenomenal, and I'm hoping that this keeps it up because that annual, amazing. Road to Flashpoint number 10. Now I'm thinking about doing another video about all this Flashpoint and Fear Itself nonsense, and this is one thing I'm going to say in case I don't do this video. Please do not support any of the extra tie-ins. If you really must read Flashpoint and if you really must read Fear Itself, only buy the core titles, do not buy anything else, and I'll explain why if I do that other video. If you saw my previews rant, you'll get the idea of where I'm going. The only reason why I bought this was because it's part of Flash, and I haven't dropped Flash yet. If this was the Road to Flashpoint Wonder Woman, wouldn't have been bought. Birds of Prey number 11. When I looked at this cover for a second there, I thought this was Superheroes in Love, and I was like, did I even order this? And then I go, oh, Birds of Prey. Justice League Generation Lost number 23. The End is Coming. Carbon Gray, number 2. Looking forward to reading this. Somebody at the comic shop, and he was like, "Yeah, this reminds me of Sucker Punch." And I was like, "Yeah, it kind of does almost remind you of Sucker Punch, just in some of the character designs and things like that." And onto the trades. This was simply a must-buy. Uncanny X-Force, The Apocalypse Solution. I was not going to wait for a trade paperback of this one. I think this is a solid read, must-have if you're an X-Men fan. Alright, let me rephrase that. Must-have if you are a fan of good writing and a good story. Must-buy. Don't wait for the trade. Buy the hardcover and appreciate for what this is. And finally, I got the trade for The End. This is Thanos, still dealing with the Infinity Gauntlet. I mean, originally started way back with the Infinity Gauntlet and all that stuff. And this is a 6-issue miniseries called simply The End. So I'll do a review of this one because I know that, I've already done a couple of the other Thanos ones, and I thought this was perfect, to tie everything in. And the funny thing about this one was when I saw this, I was like, okay, I just grabbed it immediately. And when I went up to buy it, they're like, "We had this?" Oh shit! I didn't know that. Fuck! I wanted this. So I think this came in on a reorder, and people were napping and didn't notice it. So I'm glad nobody noticed it because I have a feeling this is one of those titles that are eventually going to go out of print or go to softcover and go out of print, and then just because it's not a relevant story any longer. And by relevant, I just mean it's not the newest shiniest thing. And eventually titles are going to go out of print, just regardless. And because this is old, it's probably going to be on the chopping block, sometime soon. Alright, anyways, that's my pull list. I'm really curious to know what you guys, like, what your top couple books that you got in yours. Let me know. And I'm curious to know if you guys are going to get Flashpoint. So let me know. Rate the video up or down. Let me know what you think. And I'll put up some reviews as soon as I can. So until next time.